Hi everybody, this is Parthiv Shah again with video number 2 on Business Kamasutra, and just a little recap, continuity from video number 1. We saw in video 1 the new lead sequence. We saw that we are going to split up the pre-report sequence from new lead sequence, and the logic behind that is you might have multiple campaigns running concurrently all through the year. If you have 4 different campaigns going, you might have 4 separate free reports. So you should have a separate free report campaign where you're going to capture the lead, apply the tag, uh, generate a free report single email, wait 1 day, apply a tag to start the new lead sequence, and then push the prospect into the new lead sequence. The purpose of the new lead sequence is to persuade them to come in for an initial consultation. So what are we going to do when we capture the data? Well, as we talked a little bit about that in video 1, someone on your staff will call and qualify the prospect, determine whether or not you want to ship the welcome kit or disqualify the lead and move on. You would call to follow up to confirm that they received your welcome kit or shotgun, schedule an appointment, send out appointment confirmation email. That's what the system's going to do. And let's go into Infusionsoft and look at that. I'm going to zoom in and let's see, we're going to bring that. So we talked up to in video 1, we went far up to this. Now I'm going to be getting into this area of the campaign. What happens here and what happens here. We will be talking a little bit about these because these guys are part of so all these things, they're part of what happens here, the call for message. So I'm going to get into this a little bit. So this and these kind of go together. I moved out of the screen, so I'm going to repeat that. So this call button and these guys, all these, they kind of go together. So this and this kind of go together. So I'll be talking a little bit about this button and what happens when these buttons are pushed. So let me show you in PowerPoint the logic. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to call and try to schedule an appointment. Now here's what the form is going to look like. I'm going to open that in Infusionsoft and zoom in so you can see. So let's zoom in here. So what happened is we captured the lead, we qualified them, we determined that we want to meet them, and when you make the phone call, you're going to fill out this form. So let's zoom into the form. So on this form, we are confirming their address. Zoom in a little further. There we go. We can we are going to, okay, is it a bad prospect? You push this button to disqualify and it's over. Now, when you call, one of the 5 things is going to happen. Zoom in a little. This is important. So call scenario has one of the 5 things. You connected with them and made an appointment. Or you connected, but you could not make an appointment and you don't want to follow up. You connected, you could not make an appointment, you want to call back and follow up again. You left a voicemail, so you want to chase them again, so you want to call back in 2 or 3 more days. I like to schedule a call after 2 working days. If I called you today and left a voicemail, I would like to call not tomorrow, but day after tomorrow. I would like to call about 5 to 10 times before I would disqualify somebody. So if someone fills out a form, we would want to talk to them. And we would make between 5 and 10 attempts. Our average is about 7 phone calls after 7 touch points. Somebody will return the phone call no matter how stubborn. Sometimes you have a situation where there is a gatekeeper or a receptionist who doesn't want you to get through to the caller, and in some cases you just can't do anything. You can send them a letter, you can send them an email, you can say, well, look, you requested this information, you can FedEx them a package, but if the receptionist is being too stubborn, you gotta just move on. There's nothing you can do about it. To what extent, you want to stalk them, that's up to you. All right. Now, suppose the call requires you to send out some literature. Okay, so what are we going to send? So if he launches his literature request, my caller, we don't call them telemarketers, we call them phone tigers. So my phone tiger on this form can request that we send out a shock and awe, or a digital shock and awe, or a pitch book, or my business Kamasutra book, or my audio CD, or my video DVD, or access to my membership site. So depending on what they clicked, something will happen. As I told you, I'll be showing you what happens when someone fills out this form. I'll go over that engineering in a minute. Now, connected, we made an appointment. So that means my staff actually called you, scheduled a day of consult, put in a time of consult, and they put that in. And or they connected, appointment was not made, and they want to follow up on a certain day. So that's it. This is basically how you capture the call prognosis. This is Infusionsoft internal web form, and it's part of the business Kamasutra campaign. Let's go back to the campaign builder. So this is how this is built. Depending on your situation, you may have to tweak this campaign, this particular part of the campaign. This internal web form is a critical piece of business Kamasutra. This is where the system, the workflow meets the humans. So this is not only programming Infusionsoft, you will also need to program your humans. It's important. Now, let's look at the decision diamond. What happened? And these are the rules. There we go. We have an entire battery of rules. If left voicemail is selected, this will happen. If no answer, no voicemail is selected, this will happen, etc., etc. And based on the decision diamond, the prospect will be placed on one of these sequences. So let's look at what happened. Of course, this is our success. This is our success scenario. Appointment confirmation sequence is launched. We made an appointment. Okay. Let's connected, no appointment. We want to follow up. Connected, no appointment. Do not follow up. We want to disqualify them. And again, all we are doing is if it's an appointment, no connected but no appointment, we want to follow up. We are creating a task. If it's an appointment, do not follow up. We are just going to applying the tag and moving on. If it's a left voicemail, we want to. So here's kind of cool. If you leave a voicemail, we apply a tag that we left a voicemail. They get an email from me saying, "Hey, I left you a voicemail. I know you're busy." So here's the simple content of my email. Let's see if I can move that into the recording slide. And move this left a little bit. Yeah, perfect. And here, preview email, and there we go. Let's see if is just just a little more further. Okay, there we go. Hi, first name. I just called you, left you a message. Would you be able to call me back today? Kindly call me on my cell phone. If this does not work, please reply to this email and when would be a good time for you. I'll schedule a call on my calendar at that time in your service path for sure. So what we are doing is whenever we leave a message, we send them an email, and if it's a mobile, uh, we can send them a text message if you want. It might get a little too pushy if you call them, leave a voicemail, send them an email, send them a text message. You do that 3 or 4 times, it's a little too much touch point. So leave a voicemail and send out an email. That's, in my opinion, is enough. Let's go back to the campaign, and I'm going to show you the rest of it. And okay, so this is so connected, no appointment follow up. So they spoke, they could not schedule an appointment. So I'm going to create a task for someone to call you. Connected, no appointment, do not follow up, left voicemail, and no answer, no voicemail. Basically, is similar workflow. Now, remember we talked about on the web form, there is a literature thing, there is a literature request. What happens if one of these is clicked? And notice these are all check all that can apply. So let's go back to the campaign and let's look at this area. What happens is if that particular form was, if that particular field was checked off, you would apply the tag send book, send audio CD, send DVD, and then based on what we are doing, a task is created or the person is added to that particular fulfillment list. So someone will send out the shock and awe. So either my printer can send out. So here, what we are doing is we are sending them an email. Let's bring this in the shot. Okay. So here we go. An email goes out to a staff member saying, please send a shock and auto percentage. Simple. Alright, so it's just a fulfillment list. So these are all each individual fulfillment list based on what was clicked. Send the pitch book, send digital shock and awe, send shock and awe, etc., etc., etc. Now, if someone goes to your contact us page, we're going to so that is different than your home page. So let's look at elaunches.com website. So on elaunches.com we have two ways to contact us. One is we have the quiz form on the website. There we have it. So this is.
Do you feel like you need 18 arms to run your business? Are you buried under a mountain of to-dos and not enough time? Are you sick?
That has its own web form, and that will go here. And we will do the contact us sequence saying a task was created where someone filled out a form saying they want to be contacted. So the task is created for a staff member to follow up. A tag is applied, and we are going to send them an email confirming an appointment saying, hey, we are going to talk to you, we received your request, thank you for requesting information, etc., etc. Going back to the campaign, we are going to look at, and I'll come back to the long-term nurture. Long-term nurture should begin as soon as someone fills out the homepage quiz. The homepage quiz. As soon as someone fills out quiz form and gives you their name, email, and phone number, they should be instantly added to your long-term nurture. Now, the two types of long-term nurture that we have created in the in the LTM. We have your print campaign. We actually built a monthly campaign of the month. Yeah. We call it yeah, we can call it campaign of the month. Actually, it's a holiday card of the month. So in our send out card account, we have created a holiday card for every month: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. The birthday, the anniversary. Now you can connect your Infusionsoft to your send out card account using a software called Fixture Funnel and trigger that campaign. So if you do decide to buy Infusionsoft's bridge to send out card from Fixture Funnel, what I would do is I will give you the 12 postcards and 12 greeting cards that we have created in our send out card, and we'll just push them to your SOC. Let's say you don't want to use send out card because you don't have that much data, that's something you don't want to automate. What I have is I have 12 holiday cards in PDF format that all you have to do is plug in your company name, and you can either handwrite your message or type your message in PDF, print it on a color laser printer, fold it, put it in a 6x9 envelope, and put it in the mail. You can send out a card once a month, once a quarter, a couple of times a year, just on their birthday, just on their anniversary. The idea is to put them on some sort of a print long-term nurture. If you have a print newsletter, here this tag is going to automatically add them to your print newsletter. The ELTN or electronic long-term nurture is basically a sequence of evergreen emails that would go out on 1st of every month. In January, we will do Happy New Year, Martin Luther King's birthday, George Washington birthday, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day. Again, all you're doing is saying hello, keeping in touch, saying something that is relevant to that particular holiday. So here, for example, on Memorial Day, you're looking at, I'm going to so you're looking at dear contact first name. Today we are going to honor American heroes. We wish you and your family a blessed Memorial Day. Did you know the U.S. Army takes oral health very seriously? In fact, so basically you're talking about Memorial Day. It's a contextual email that is date driven based on the month you are in. So long-term nurture is nothing but showing up in front of someone and saying something that is relevant for that particular day, that particular time. So they say, oh yeah, you remember me on Valentine's Day. How cool. And in reality, the whole thing is kind of pre-programmed for the whole year, and it will just send that email, exact same email, every single Memorial Day, every single New Year, every single Valentine's Day, etc., etc. So that's the long-term nurture. You can do more with your long-term nurture. You can have an electronic newsletter. You can have a print newsletter. My friend Sean Buck owns a company called the Newsletter Pro, and he can actually deliver a complete done for your newsletter. And this system can push your newsletter data right from here into his system if you're going there. So this is a placeholder for whatever you want to do on your print LTN and your electronic LTN. Okay, back to the core campaign. Now we know that the success was we called and called and called. We made an appointment, and finally, it is a big day. We have scheduled an appointment, and we have made an appointment on designated day at 10:05 or 10:10. You're going to meet with the appointment. So here's what I would do to prepare for your appointment. You would want to log into your Infusionsoft, read the notes, check out the tags because the system has been tagging the record based on what has been going on in this campaign. So you want to, on the day of the call, you want to log into Infusionsoft, read their report, and check out the tag. It's going to tell you who you're dealing with. And as you're talking to them, you're going to take your notes, and at the end of the call, you're going to fill out this form. This is what we call initial consultation outcome for business Kamasutra campaign. What happened? First name email, this will be populated when you're going to fill that out. And the outcome is it a new client? So we have a deal. No sale, we met, but they didn't buy, or they did not show up. That's it. I know you're busy and you won't do a full debrief. All you're doing is letting Infusionsoft know what happened on the initial appointment. Now watch what happens when they when you fill this form out. If you sold something, new client welcome sequence will trigger it. Welcome to the practice. What did we do today? Send a handwritten thank you card. So system will remind a staff member to send out a handwritten thank you card. You're going to set your initial transaction and calculate lead to buyer. This is a calculation that is done using an external system called Plus This. You can buy the plugin called Plus This from 6th Division, and this system is wired to use it. If you don't buy that plug, nothing will happen on this part of it. But if you do that, it's kind of cool. It helps you keep track of how much the initial transaction was and how much money you're going to be making eventually. So you can do some cool calculations. Okay, so here this is in case of a dentist. Okay, new patient, the why you are here today, the what happened. Again, everything is spaced for 3 days apart from everything. So the why, the what, the rules of engagement, what we are going to do, what they are going to do, etc. The resources that you have available for them, the accountability, we will both hold each other accountable. If you don't show up for your appointment, we have right to keep chasing you because we care about your health, etc., etc. And the consequences of not following the rules. If you don't take care of your teeth, something bad will happen and you'll have to deal with a bigger problem. Now, after 12 months, an email will be triggered. Hey, you've been with us for a year. Thank you. Congratulations. We hope we have been good to you. We love you. And you should consider giving us a referral. Yeah, I'm going to get into the whole referral campaign in a little bit. Okay, back to the campaign, and we are going to. So that's essentially the core workflow of the campaign. Now I'm going to get into the asking for a referral portion of the campaign in this video. So, if you are good at what you do, your patients, your clients would want to give you referrals. And there is a process you want to ask them. A simple tag would start this campaign. You're going to send out one email asking them with one simple question. Hey, on a scale of 1 to 5, on a scale of 1 to 10, are you going to refer us? Here's the form. And as you can see, the form can be filled out by anybody, not just people in this campaign. So let's look at the form. And the form says, the hidden field is email. So they think that it's an anonymous, but in reality we are tracking it because they clicked on the link that we pushed to them. So the link is personalized, so we know who brings it out. So we are basically asking them one question. Based on your experience, how likely are you to recommend our product to a friend? On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being extremely likely. And is there anything you want to say to us? And they will click to submit the response. So here's what the rule after. Here's what happens when they click on this form. Based on the number they pick, if it's 0 or 1 or 2 or 3, we will call them detractor. We want our office manager to call them and say, hey, what did we do? What can we do differently? What can we do to make you happy? And that campaign, I actually clicked out of it, so I'll take you back on the NPS part. NPS stands for Net Promoter Score. So if they are a promoter, you would persuade them to go to a tell a friend page where they will fill out a form, and let's see what happens. We are going to basically send them a referral kit. We're going to apply a tag and send them referral kits, give them a referral friend card, etc. Now let's look at the tell a friend portion. Tell a friend is an interesting web form. I'm going to, this web form is not done right, so I'm going to change the web form. It's supposed to look a little different. I'm going to go ahead and copy it from Imanch's telephone campaign. Friend, and it should look more like this. So we're going to go ahead and say use this, and yep, it works. So this is what this form is supposed to look like for the campaign. So there we go. Now it's correct. So if you click on what happens is if you are my customer and if I'm asking you to refer me to one of your friends, you're going to enter your name, your email, and your comments. And then you're going to put in your friend's name, friend's last name, email, phone, street address, city, state, and state. Watch this very carefully. Your friend's name, if you look at the field, the data is going into the first name. And your name is going into a custom field called referred by. So let's say your name is John, and your email is john@abc.com, and you are introducing me to Mary Johnson, and Mary's email is mary.johnson@envisionsoft.com. What we are going to do is when you fill this form out, we are going to create a new record for Mary Johnson, and in Mary Johnson's record, we're going to create your name and your email as the source of the referral. And that's the spirit of the Tell a Friend campaign. So that's it, folks. That's everything in Business Kamasutra campaign. Here's the entire campaign that I'm zooming out so you can see the whole thing. We talked about everything, all sequences, all the logic, and I hope this video sequence was helpful. and you can implement Infusionsoft and Business Kamasutra campaign in your business using this campaign workflow and these two videos. If you need any assistance, clarification, any help or guidance or ideas, you can schedule a call with us and we will talk to you. If you have any feedback as to what we can do to improve this workflow, or if we are missing something, or if something isn't working right, please give us feedback. We are always learning. I always say I'm not a know-it-all. I'm a learn-it-all. I want to learn from every source that I can. And if you implement this campaign and if something does not go well, if something is not working, please reach out to us, tell us what's not working, and that's how we can improve the campaign. Once again, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.